There are lots of really useful ways to use folders in Fusion. So let's start with the simplest. Let's just create a folder and add a file. I click on Add, New Folder, give it a name, and say Continue. So there's our new folder, and that's specifically for teacher planning. And I have a teacher planning document here I'd like to put in it, and all I have to do is drag and drop the file into the folder. Now this file area I'm in is a class, and all the members of this class can see all these files and use them. So let's say there was 2 teachers sharing this class, and they wanted to use this folder to put their planning and to share their planning. But they don't want the students to see it, they only want the teachers to see it. That's fine. All they have to do is go to the menu, either click or right click, and edit, and tick to hide the folder. The folder is now faded out for teachers, but the teachers can still go in and use the files as before, but the students don't see this folder at all. Another option is to create a virtual folder of files. I'm going to go to My Files, and what I'd like to do is share this image folder with other classes. I don't want to create new copies of this folder, I just want to share this folder in My Files with the other classes. So what I do is I click on the dots or right click and choose Clipboard, and I've added that folder to my clipboard. So it's sitting in here. I now go to my class, and I want to place that virtual folder in here. So I go to my clipboard to get it. There it is, my images. Click on the green plus and drop it in. So now everyone who uses this class can click on here and they can use the image files that were in My Images, even though this folder full of files is actually living in My Files. The advantage of this, of course, is if I want to change something in that file, so if I drag a new picture into the My Images folder, which if you remember is in My Files, I then go back to my class, click on My Images, and there is the new image. So I have one master folder of files living in My Files, and you can place the link folder in as many different places as you want, but you only have to update the original. Okay, so I'll go back to My Files, my own personal file area. No one else in the system can see this, just me. And what I'd like to do is create a link to my own cloud files. Now this might be a OneDrive or your Google Drive or Dropbox, but what I want to be able to do is to reach into my own cloud area and use files from there on this platform. So I go to Add New Folder, and I'm just going to tick here where it says connect this folder to an online service and choose which online service it is. So I'm just going to use the Office 365 OneDrive option, and I've also got to remember to give it a name. Okay, and I say continue, and then it asks me to connect into my Office 365 OneDrive. So I'm just going to fill in my details, and what it does is it takes me to Microsoft where I log into my account. So now when I click into my OneDrive, it gives me direct access to my personal OneDrive. If I want to copy a file and use it anywhere in Fusion, I just click here to add it to the clipboard. And I'm then free to navigate to anywhere I want to and add that file from my clipboard. and there it is on the system. So I haven't had to download it from my cloud file area and then upload it again straight into Fusion. I can reach through this and grab the file from my own personal cloud storage and use it or share it as I need. So that's how to work with folders on Fusion.